Hello and welcome to Working Dad Trader. In this episode, I wanted to do something completely different, and I want to be a bit serious with a lot of the situation that's going on. And I'm going to talk about, is it worth it? With inflation at the moment in the UK, only recently it just hit 9.1%. I think in the US it's about 8.3, 8.4. Inflation is really, really high, and around the world it's high. People out there are really struggling. The energy prices are just, in the UK, for example, are going through the roof. They're just going up so much that people are really struggling to pay their bills. And there's meant to be another price increase coming into this winter in the UK in October, which is again going to really put people under pressure. People are struggling with the fuel prices, to put fuel in their cars and their trucks and their vans, etc. The fuel prices are going through the roof as well. Oil prices have just keep going up and up and up. And the future doesn't look great for that either. That there's going to be a lot more increases in fuel prices and oil. So people are really struggling with trying to put, petrol in their car to get to work or whatever they need their vehicles for. So people are really struggling with the choices of what they have to make. And this has had a knock-on effect as well with the fuel prices. It's made delivery prices more expensive. So your food and stuff in your supermarkets has become more expensive anyway. Plus, you've got the extra fuel costs that these delivery companies are having to pass on to you as customers. So the food prices are rocketing as well. This is a really bad situation at the moment for a lot of people. People are really having to tighten their belts and cut out stuff. A lot of choices have to be made. Food banks in the UK are overwhelmed at the moment with people having to go because they can't afford the food they need to feed themselves or their families. There's people now asking supermarkets they can only afford £30 a shot, and when it gets to £30 to stop it. There are people skipping meals to make sure their kids have meals. It's just crazy out here at the moment. There's people deciding whether to put their electric on or to go and eat. It's really quite rough out there at the moment for people. And this is an investing channel foremost for the working class. But at the same time, I appreciate everything that's going on, and as responsibility as a parent and as a family person myself, because I'm going through these same pressures of tightening and cutting out costs that were once maybe a luxuries, like going out of an evening or going to the cinema, or could be a subscription fee to a TV channel. Then you're just having to cut these out. So I'm feeling these pressure, and I feel it's my only response as myself as a investing channel, which is not to feel pressured. If you're feeling pressured at the moment with all these costs, don't feel pressured that you have to invest. It's massive out there at the moment. What I would say to you is, don't beat yourself up. If you can't afford to invest at the moment, don't worry. If you haven't got the money to invest, don't worry. If you can keep like myself, I dollar cost average into my funds that I pay into every month, and I'm feeling the squeeze. So I know what it feels like, because I'm paying into not only myself and my families, I'm paying into my children's child ISAs as well. So I'm really feeling the squeeze, and it is a pressure. And I want to put that out to everyone. I feel the pain, and I'm sure lots of you out there are feeling this pressure. If you can't afford to keep paying into these accounts, into these investment funds for a few months, until things sort themselves out, because you need to pay bills or put food in the table, whatever, that is the most sensible thing to do, okay? Whatever you do, don't use debt, credit card debt, bank loans to invest, because that is just asking for big trouble. Like I say, if you can't afford to invest money, then don't. As simple as that. If you can keep your account just as it is and stop investing for 6 months, 12 months, that's fine. Investing is where really you need to put money into investing that you won't need for 5 years at least, probably, and that you just leave it there and forget about it. If that's not the case for your situation, then don't do it. If you're in in debt at the moment with the amount of costs, then like I say, stop. And I'm saying this because all I'm seeing at the moment on social media is just lots and lots of pressure on people of, you've got lots of channels and lots of people saying this is a chance of a lifetime now with this bear market. If you don't pile your money in now, you're going to miss out on a massive opportunity. This is the bottom now and you're all going to get rich. It's just crazy. It might well be a good opportunity, but it might not be. I've seen social media people been saying for 2-3 months that this is the bottom now, it's the best time to invest. Every single day I go on there's someone saying it's hit the bottom now and this is the best time to invest, here we go, and then it drops again. So a lot of these so-called experts don't know. Not many people, no one really knows when this market is going to stop. Lots of people are saying now is the bottom, pile your money in, don't miss this opportunity. I could find lots more people on social media, lots more experts that are saying the complete opposite, that are saying actually this is the start and it's going to go down even further yet. So you could argue it both ways. So don't feel pressured by social media, especially these people they put on that they've got this fantastic, they look rich, they got this fantastic life, they might have flashy cars, flashy suits, flashy stuff going on in their life, and you think, wow, look at their life, they're doing something great, they know what they're doing. A lot of the time it's pretending, they're just faking it. A lot of these people will show you they're trading hundreds of thousands of pounds accounts. A lot of the time they're not real, a lot of them are demo accounts. So just don't get sucked into a lot of their social media pressure, okay? I'm saying this because lots of people are, and it's ruining people, and you really need to do and think what is best for you. It's having a massive knock-on effect for people's mental health, and I want you guys to take care of yourself and your family. It's so easy for you to compare yourself against them and judge yourself and say, look how great they're doing, I should be doing that, and you start feeling down because they've got £100,000 accounts or whatever. And it's easy, and your ego then starts playing with you, and you take more risks, and your emotions come into play when you're investing and in trading, and you just make rash decisions because you think, you're comparing yourself, and your ego wants to be as good as them, etc. And this is like, oh, I can't miss this opportunity. The FOMO effect comes in, and you just lose your mind. This is the time now to really step back and really think about what is best for you and you only, and do your research. And if you don't have the finances to take that risk, then don't. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. There's so much news at the moment. Recently there was a guy, crypto trader, who's committed suicide because he lost everything and he lost all his money on crypto. And there's many, many more stories like this, especially in crypto. They've been promising it's going to the moon for years, and it's just collapsed the whole crypto market. And people have just gone way over the top with their risk, more than they could possibly afford to lose, and have risked everything on crypto, and they're really getting burnt now. And you can do this easily in investing as well. So it's damaging for mental health, and you've got to step back. And if it's getting in your head and it's not good for your health, and because you've already lost lots of money, and everyone's accounts at the moment are red or seeing negative, the markets have taken a big plummet. My accounts are down at the moment. It doesn't feel great when you see your accounts down, but they are. So you just got to chill out and do what's best for you. Think sensibly. There'll always be another opportunity, so don't panic. There'll always be another bear market when your finances are in a better condition. If you need to pay off your debts first, so you've got loans, etc., or you can't make ends meet, do that first. There'll be many more opportunities down the line. So just don't panic thinking this is the only opportunity you're ever going to get. And like I say, with my Trading 202 account, I purposely only ever have 1,000, 1,500 in there for the purpose of making it realistic for a lot of people and make it achievable. That, okay, some people could build up to that amount with £25 or £50 a month to invest into stocks, etc. That's the whole reason for it. I do it to make it achievable and not make it ridiculous with £100,000, etc. in there. So my message today is, you just do what's best for your family and for you, and you only, and just forget about what everyone else is doing and the pressures out there that you've got to invest now, you have to invest now. No, you don't. If it's not best for you, then don't. Okay, so take care of yourselves, and do the best for you, and I shall see you soon.